Alright, cool. Well, then we'll fucking leave it like that and call it a fucking fried bologna sandwich, boys.
That's fucking gross.
What?
You don't like fried bologna?
I don't.
How dare you, sir?
Sorry.
All right. Well, I think we need to take this from a trio to.
I'm on the outs.
This pod just became a duo again. What? Do you like regular bologna?
Yeah, of course.
Oh,
I just don't
okay.
like it cooked. It's weird. It's got.
Huh. Interesting. I thought the cooking gave it superpowers. I was like, this makes it so much better. You like your hot dogs grilled or boiled?
Either.
Either?
I'll eat a hot dog anyway. Trash dogs are the best.
What's a trash dog?
Like, a street vendor dog. Shit
Oh,
like that.
yeah.
Like,
of course.
Yeah, flat top like grilling hot dogs is like the best.
Yeah, you're not wrong. It gets all crunchy.
Yep. Yeah, those flat top
yeah.
grills, they really just, after you cook on them enough, get a life of their own.
Oh man, yeah, because they're like some of the best. I mean, they keep all the flavor.
Yeah,
from
you
what
can
you're cooking
not
with,
even worry about seasoning your food and just cook something on it, and you're like, wow, this tastes excellent.
Wow, this tastes like the fucking teriyaki chicken I cooked like 3 weeks ago.
Exactly.
Those grills should just be called Flavor Savers.
Take me to fucking Flavor Town, boys.
So, what's up, boys? I'm happy to fucking see you guys again. I'm happy to see you guys again. Whoever wants to give us a listen this week, our ratings are plummeting, so... really,
Are we gonna start doing OnlyFans, everybody? Start advertising ourselves
no
out.
one wants us to get to that point, so join in. Enjoy, give us a listen. I fucked up the microphones on this one. I'm sorry, guys. I'm not perfect, so back off.
So I want to go ahead and say Happy Mario Day.
Oh, Mario Day. I forgot about
Oh, it is Mario Day, ain't it?
Yeah.
Yep.
It's a me. It's Mario.
What's your personal favorite?
That's what I was getting ready to ask.
Good.
I just say Super Mario World.
Mario World?
The original?
The one for the
SNES?
SNES. Yeah.
Oh,
the one with
okay.
Yoshi in it.
Mm-hmm.
That one,
Mhm.
I love the music. I love like the gameplay of it because I can use the cape and fly through the whole entire level without touching the ground. And Yoshi was a good like add-on to the game, and it was one that I played.
You get that little Yoshi egg and hatch him, and
Yep, all different colored Yoshis and stuff. So
oh, love those different colored Yoshis. It seemed like they were like extra magical or something.
yeah, it's just one of the games where I loved, and I even now today I still play it, and I always like I'm a little bit faster every single time I play it and like go through it. So yeah, that's my favorite one.
Yeah, that's a game. It's like riding a bike. Yeah, I believe that one may be my favorite too. I'll have to stew on it for a minute, but
I was gonna say Mario 64 maybe because it was like a leap into, but now that I played Mario 64 again, it's like
Mario 64 is kind of boring. It's a lot of wandering around.
Yeah, it is, but it's just for the time though it was
that was the game that made us all psychopaths too. When we dropped that little baby penguin off the edge, we all did it. We all picked that motherfucker up.
Yeah, dropped it off the edge. Oh, hey, you want your baby? Never mind.
Or maybe that was just me.
I did.
We all did it.
All right.
Yeah.
I just want to see if I could do it.
Yeah, I think so. That's what a classic. That's what any psychopath would say.
I'm pretty sure that was like the original GTA though. Like you just went around doing dumb shit, like just to get your anger out. You know what I mean?
You were a dot on the original GTA. Like the first two.
Oh,
you
yeah,
like,
I had that
Top
one.
down. Yeah, it's
love
top
that
down
game.
view.
I
Bird's
love
eye
the
view.
first one for real.
I remember when I first played that as a young kid, and I was like, whoa, I think I'm like doing something.
The sound effect when you would go up on the sidewalk and run people over was just classic. The little splats, like. I was always a fan of Mario Wii. Was a really great one I enjoyed. Like it was easy enough for the kids to play, but it was tough enough for. Yeah, I liked that one.
It's really hard to pick because they're all actually really
They're all
good.
solid, yeah.
It's just I just think that it was because I was a kid and Super Mario World was just like. And the music just hit me.
Oh
different.
yeah, the music with it.
Yeah.
I think Super Mario Sunshine was one I really enjoyed.
That's like my second favorite.
Yeah, that
one.
was one that me and my mom had played together, and we just really enjoyed it. So anytime I think of that, I think of just sitting on the couch with mom, No anxiety, no nothing.
Just
Yeah, back when you're just a kid and you're like, all right, I got mom here, everything's all right, we're having a good time.
did not give a shit about it, nothing.
Yep.
One I'm disappointed what was it, NES Online, NES Online play, the Mario, was it 30?
Yeah, because it was the 30th anniversary, and it had...
So you were all playing the...
You played
Mario
the same
1.
level,
Yeah.
and it was just the overworld and the underworld, and
then
but you could like send enemies
when you
other
killed
people's
someone, it
way.
went to the other people's screens. Yes.
Okay.
And so it was like whoever made
non-stop.
it to the last.
Yeah.
It's like a battle royale.
I loved it, and then they just pulled it one day, and you're like,
Yeah.
You guys are all just trying to bounce on each other's heads, pretty much.
Yeah, you could
kill things, and then
you play like the normal levels, but there's other people like on the sides that are playing with you. They're playing through like World 1 and 2.
Instead of the underworld, when you go down there and there's like 2 turtles, instead of that you'd have like 8 turtles in a row. And
or like Bowser, because once you defeated Bowser, it would send him to somebody else's screen out of nowhere.
Interesting.
It was a fun game.
Oh yeah, it was a blast.
They pulled it, huh?
Yeah, they pulled it. It is like
fun.
I think like you could start off the game with like a power up and stuff like a mushroom, like fire flower and stuff like that. It was a shit ton of fun.
Dang.
It was great.
Yeah, I fucking missed out on the Mario Wii. That was also that was a really fun one. Finding the 3 coins on every level. And,
yep.
Yeah, that was great.
I mean, yeah, it's just hard, but I'd say the last one would be Odyssey, the newest one.
I watched Bentley play that one, and it was a lot of fun.
I had to beat it 3 times because my daughter, her and I were playing it, and I had to beat it 3 times. And we actually, I should show you the save file of the. I got all 900 and some odd moons, which
every single one of them, huh?
Every single one of them.
Oh shit!
Wow.
And I was like, why am I doing this? She's like, you're doing really good. And, she's looking at me. She was like, yay tall. She's like, you do really good, Dad. I'm like, fuck.
And then she goes back to looking at her tablet.
Yeah. She did not care. But
thank God you do not acknowledge what a waste of a weekend this is. Thank God.
That's a very accurate observation there, Steve.
it really is.
Look, I'm not saying I haven't done it. So.
Oh yeah, I've had plenty. Those are my favorite weekends, though. Just wasting them with the family. You can't always be going out and just spending money and doing stuff. You know what I mean?
That is true.
I hate when clients always ask like, "Oh, what'd you do this weekend?" I'm like, just sat with the kids. They're like, "Oh, you didn't go out and do this or that," and I'm like,
"Hey, you didn't go.
What money?
You didn't go out and go fuck some hookers and do some blow and shit. Like, why?"
Well, they do ask that too up in Columbus.
The orgy we went to on Saturday got out of hand.
The food was terrible, but
the buffet was not okay.
Hell yeah, Mario Day. I didn't even realize it was Mario Day today.
Oh, we almost forgot about the original he's in. Donkey Kong.
Oh yeah, that was Mario's first appearance, wasn't it?
I believe so. Jumpman.
Yeah, he just called Jumpman.
That's one of those games that's so easy, but it's so flippin' hard at the same time. Like, it's such a simple game, but it's so hard. You're like,
Well, what? I can't remember the guy that had... He used to have the Billy
my kid just watched this documentary. And
yeah, because he cheated. He didn't find out that he cheated.
That documentary is wild. Yeah. King of Kong and a Fistful of Quarters.
Fistful. Yep.
That is a crazy documentary.
And it was about this dude that was the greatest Kong player
ever. Yeah. He had the highest score, and
how do you
that was so many like. Well, this is like. He had the highest score like back in like the 90s,
late 80s maybe. Yeah,
late 80s.
Yeah,
and he's held the record. But when they finally like went through like what happened, they found out that he cheated.
There was another dude.
How do you cheat? What did he do?
I can't remember.
Alert, everybody.
I think what did he was using tapes and using emulators and rewinding, and so when he'd die, he'd just rewind and keep playing.
Oh,
like you do on the Switch
so it
now.
wasn't on a legitimate machine.
Yep.
Yeah.
Wow. And, there was another dude from that arcade that they were all fans of, and I think it was 60 or 70 records he had, like Activision titles, but his numbers wouldn't even match up to the top score that they could have on the cartridge. So you're like, Oh man, you weren't even trying.
Yeah.
He got busted hard. He lost 70 records.
Like, this isn't even a score you can have.
Yeah, like if your top score could be 9999, he was putting like 13,750 or something. You're like, what?
1 million.
It's not even possible.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, I mean, what do you guys feel about like speedrunners and stuff? Do you guys like just sit and like sometimes you guys like watch like some of your favorite video games and like just see how fast they can be beaten?
Yep, yeah. I have checked out the speedrunners. Just because I feel like the original speed run you were able to do on like Mario for the NES.
I think they got it down to like a sub like
that was
3 minutes now.
As a kid, you were always just like, oh, I can get through this game super fast if I want.
And it takes you about a half hour, maybe about 45 minutes. But now people nowadays can beat it in like 3 minutes.
So, but it's crazy watching them play like Skyrim or something, and they like
the glitches are always
what gets me. Glitch all the way through it, and then like 13 minutes later, they beat a game that everybody else it takes 160 hours plus.
I saw a dude speedrun Toe Jam and Earl one player, and I was like, "What the fuck?" It was a low number too. Like it was 28 minutes or something.
Jesus,
Toe Jam and Earl in 28 minutes.
That's not possible. To me, that's not possible.
Did you get over there and try to do what he did afterwards, or were you?
No. It looked insane. Like you had to figure out all the presents first. Then he only used like rocket skates and Icarus wings and shit. It was wild. It was wild.
Yeah. That shit, like, these guys played the same shit over and over and over to practice, to getting glitches and doing all that shit. And it's like, it's basically a full-time job. Yeah. Like, it's like, you eat, sleep, and breathe, like, doing that.
I think that's how it is for musicians too. That's why I've never tried to be a musician. Have you ever realized how much a musician plays the same song? Like probably like a fucking 1,000 times, dude.
A month. Yeah, at least.
It is insane how much they fucking play the exact same song. I can't understand not getting burnt out on it. But after doing it that much, like these guys are like hyper obsessed.
I think when I was part of the BIB, I think it was like going to like live shows because it was watching everybody's reactions to like what you were playing, and that was like feeding like fuel to the fire, like now
you get on stage when you get laughs, it's like I want to do this again.
Oh yeah,
I want to do this again.
You start becoming like addicted to doing it because. It's not because you like playing music, but it's like going out there and sharing it with everybody.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, it's cool. You see somebody tapping their toe, and you see somebody that looked a little grumpy, and now they're dancing around and a little drunk, and you're like, I contributed to that. You know what I mean? So speaking of that, I went out drinking with my old man last night. It's been a minute since we did it, so I was like, he hit me up. He wanted to go up to this bar called the Ugly Mug. Up in Canal.
Did you go with Biggie?
No, it was...
He's usually there, isn't he?
Yeah, they hit that bar up a lot. Yeah. They fucking love that bar.
Yeah.
And it's a pretty nice bar, too. So Dad calls me, and he's like, well, I don't know. I wanted to go see a couple musicians I like, but I don't have anybody to go with. And I was like, all right, you son of a bitch. Pick me up. I'm coming. Yeah, so he said he'd pick me up, and so we go up there, and... It's a real nice bar too. They had a whole bunch of pool tables. They had like a pool league going on. So there was a whole bunch of people, a whole bunch of pool sharks in there, I was having fun watching them. I like going out and listening to live music because you can just sit and people watch. The music's loud enough. If somebody's talking to you, you can be like, "Hey, sorry, can't hear you." You can do whatever you want. You know what I mean?
That's true.
So I've always loved live music, and before I got with Keish and had the kids and stuff, that was one of my favorite things, was just going to the bar and listening to music every day.
Like that's all your dad gets done.
And that's watching live music. That's all Dad does. And and me and Dad used to be partners in crime. Like every week, we were at least once or twice a week, we're meeting up at a bar, and we would just laugh, and I'd get super hammered and start trolling people, and he'd just be fucking. Nothing really changed. So we get there and munch on some bar food. Ended up drinking we got like 2 buckets while we were there, and I put the damage on them.
That's a good way to go through the night. You know, when you got 2 buckets, you're like, yep, we're gonna get real fucking hammered.
Used to be my Friday nights at the bowling alley. Just 2 buckets.
Oh, dude. Short. Oh, yeah, that's bowling alley.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, well, it's so funny because I used to work at Tiki Lane's.
Me too.
Shit. I don't know, like maybe like 08, 09.
Did I work there? 11, I think. 2011.
Yeah, I was only there for like 2 years, but I worked back in the kitchen, and it'd just be funny. You like see motherfuckers come in, and
they had a good kitchen there too. We would go out there to eat sometimes when they had the restaurant part open.
Yeah, because it was this guy back there cooking your guys' food.
Oh hell yeah! No, we would go there like as kids. Sometimes we'd go out to eat and then just go bowling afterwards. It was like a fucking. I loved Tiki, dude.
You went to a Thunder Alley, I'm sure.
Oh, I went to some Thunder
Alley.
Fuck,
I hated it. I was the one that had to stay for Thunder Alley, and it's just like motherfucking kids are like, I want French fries. I want French fries. I want French fries. I'm like, kids. God fucking damn it.
These little stinky kids.
Yeah, little motherfucking teenager motherfuckers.
Yeah, I'd be there at the end of the night spraying all the shoes out, all fucking 800 of them at the same time.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Well, I wonder what kind of brain damage you got from smelling all that shoe spray.
That's not as much from the nights I pulled there and drank.
That's how I made it through the night. Yeah, shooting out of my nose.
Yeah, I love that. So that's what we did. We did some bowling alley drinking, dude.
Yeah.
We enjoyed the music. I got a big old cheeseburger and some fries. Ended up throwing up this morning, dude. Woke up at like 3 a.m. I didn't throw up beer or nothing either. I think it was the bar food, but
probably the salt.
The blood pressure. Oh no. This might be the last time you see me, guys. It's all coming back to me.
You were hungover this morning too?
No, I wasn't even hungover.
Right.
So I was like, that's why I wasn't sure if it was the bar, but I still threw up in the middle of the night regardless. But by the time we left, I even told Dad, I was like, I'm drunk. But what's so fun about drinking with Dad, that's what I was getting to, is I know no matter how hammered I get, like, my old man's got my back no matter what. You know what I mean? Like, I can get out of control. Like, it's the safest I always feel going out and getting hammered as when I do it with Dad.
I'm the same way with my brother because he doesn't drink, so he just totes me around.
Oh, so he'll just tell you, so you know that's your out of control card.
He
like
just,
if you're going out with
watching me be stupid. Yeah.
So if you're going out with Sean, you know you can loosen up a little bit more than you normally would, and that's how it is when I love having that one person that you know is going to take care of you. Keisha's the same way if I get too, but she won't be happy with me if I do it. She has to
she can't enjoy herself.
Exactly.
Right,
exactly.
yeah.
If she has to take care of me, I'm definitely going to hear about it the next day.
She probably just put your head in a throw-up bucket.
Oh,
let
dude.
you sleep.
No, yeah, she'd probably do that and then just go to the next bedroom. Did I ever tell you guys the story about when I pissed in the closet?
I know you told. I know you told me that one at work.
Yeah, well, I'll share it with everybody else. It was when we had just moved into our new house over on Hubert. So this was almost 5 years ago now, and I had drank like probably 12, 13 beers. It was just like a day of building furniture all day, like, and we had been there for like 3 nights. And in our bedroom in the basement, we have a walk-in closet. And then through the other door is a bathroom.
You've seen it from the bar.
Right.
You've seen our little toilet down there. Mm-hmm. So I, in the middle of my sleep, woke up. I had a big glass jar in the closet. And I woke up and just started pissing in the jar. Keisha like heard me get into the closet and like first thought I was like awake and then realized I was sleepwalking and didn't want to wake me up. And then she realized I started pissing in this jar. And she like immediately thought like of Step Brothers. She was like, you can't wake up with sleepwalking. Because I had no idea what even went on until I woke up the next morning. Keisha's not in bed with me and I was like, well, that's weird. And then I had a text on my phone that said, you need to clean the closet. And I was just like, I'm like, what? I was like, well, that's weird. I had a dream I pissed in the closet last night. Like, I laid there and thought for a minute, and I was like, I had the weirdest dream that I was actually pissing in our closet.
It's like a semi-conscious like dream where you're like, you kind of know what you're doing, but you don't realize what
it came to me after, like, I sat there and thought for a couple minutes. I was like, well, what the fuck's that supposed to mean? I was like, well, huh. Yeah, and then I go in there and I was like, well, I guess I'll know if I pissed in there if there's like a jar of piss, and sure
enough.
Yeah, there was a jar of piss.
Old coins and your piss.
Yeah. I was like, huh.
That's the night I told you I made that ham and I was sitting there talking to it.
Uh-huh.
I was so drunk that I was laying on the floor on my stomach, kicking my legs, sitting like this, talking to the ham.
Oh boy!
And I thought that was a dream, and I remember being told that I was literally like that hammered. I was sitting there like, I'm gonna fucking eat the fuck out of you. You're gonna be fucking delicious.
You were Sidney Brady.
Yeah, I was just sitting there like this. It's like
the weirdest dream.
Just kicking my knees up, and I was kicking them back and forth. I was kicking my legs back and forth, just sitting there. And she's like, yeah, I can't look at you the same after that one because I'm like, yeah, I got an obsession. So yeah. And I was like, no. How'd you know about it? Because that was a dream. She's like, no, you were right there. Like, you were right from the oven.
It's like the joke my dad always told me. He always said, I had a dream I had eaten the world's biggest marshmallow. I woke up and my pillow was gone.
That's a Jim joke, for sure.
He's told me that ever since I was a little kid, man. So shout out to that one. But yeah, LJ had a dream he fucked a ham and he woke up and found out he fucked a ham.
Well, guess what? The ham was fucked.
It was.
You could just see a whole ham and just got teeth marks out of it and sound asleep on the floor.
Honey, what are you bringing the ham into bed for? Get.
Mind your business, lady. I got needs.
I don't even know who the fuck you are. Get out of my bed. Oh, shit. So, yeah, I've been having a lot of fun sending you those Macho Man voice messages.
LJ's got his Macho Man back on point, dude.
Oh, I know. I want in.
I can't even reply back to him because the old throats. You know, I just healed up from a pretty major sickness.
Well, of course. You almost died.
Dude, if I started...
I thought you had AIDS.
Well, I did almost die. I do have AIDS.
But Sean made the best of it because when life gives him AIDS, he makes lemonades.
I want
shit!
Oh,
damn! God, you know what? I'll allow it. I will allow it.
That's right. I'm happy, invigorated, and vitalized. I'm HIV positive and want to spread it to everybody.
God.
Oh, that's the joke that just keeps giving, you know?
Spread it around, everybody.
Alright, I think we're safe to talk about whatever now. We're 23 minutes in, so we can drop all the nonsense. Here comes the N words. Here comes the A word. Oh yeah, cut
that. Yeah.
So your Macho Man's on point, huh?
Fuck, what did I send you the other day? It's like
the cream.
Oh yeah.
Oh
yeah. I'm Macho Man Randy Savage, and then my cream rises to the top. You out there grandstanding hot dogging?
Hell yeah.
Art thou bored? Stop it to a Slim Jim. If I do it too long, it rings a little bit in my throat. I have to start coughing.
Dude, I can't understand how he talked like that all the time. I would have loved to seen that dude's vocal cords.
Yeah.
I mean, the motherfucker had a neck like this fucking big.
His neck was like massive.
You guys know he has a baseball card. He was a baseball player. He was drafted by the Reds.
No shit.
Yeah.
Well, did you know that?
Randy Poffo. I think it was.
That makes me really proud of as a Reds fan.
7 tops, I want to say, but I could be wrong. It's a 70s.
I need to get myself a new Reds hat. Have you watched much baseball since they started the pitch clock?
I've heard a lot of people bitch about it, but I haven't.
I like it.
Is it?
Yeah, so it keeps the game moving.
That's who it's for. It's for the kids to keep it moving. So.
Well, Steve, did you know that Macho Man Randy Savage had a rap album?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, LJ sent me one of his raps too. I was just like, wow.
As a fan of rap, I felt attacked. Be a man, Hulk. Hulk get nothing but a big old punk. Yeah, it's awful.
It's like Will Smith, but Macho Man Randy Savage.
It was rough.
Will Smith had a couple good raps. I enjoyed me some Will Smith back in the day.
I just don't understand. That's solid.
Yeah. Wild Wild West.
No.
No, you didn't get down to that?
Nah, I didn't.
That was okay. Well,
Summertime.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And of course, the entrance to Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. I mean, everybody knows that. That's a.
You know what? He had a classic Nightmare on My Street. You usually hear about Halloween time.
I don't know if I heard that one or
Yeah,
not.
it's about Freddy Krueger attacking him in his dreams, and it's pretty classic.
Yeah, I'll get down to some fucking Will Smith.
Yeah.
How about getting jiggy with it? You draw the line at
Oh yeah, I like me some getting jiggy with it.
Na 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 na.
Dude, I was a huge Will Smith fan. I mean, Men in Black came out when I was a kid. That was like one of my fucking favorite movies when I was a youngster.
I like him in Independence Day.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, Independence Day. Yeah,
well, that's
that Will Smith. He might be something someday.
Well,
I think he's gonna make something of himself.
That's another like on the
His
subject.
movies slap.
What was it? The Chris Rock special that just came out about him talking about the smack. Finally, he's like, well, I forget what the movie that he's like. It was where Will Smith was playing a slave. He's like, I watch it just to see him get whipped.
I did hear that joke recently.
And Netflix actually took it out. They actually, really? Yeah, yes, they did.
Jeez.
Yeah, they took it out of the special.
The one good one. I listened to a lot of it. I didn't think it was really that funny. I mean, the dude got paid $20 million to do 1 hour of stand-up. I feel like if you're getting $20 million, every word that comes out of your mouth better be the funniest fucking word you've ever heard.
They better all be back.
They better be golden eggs.
You know what I mean?
They better be golden eggs, man.
I mean, all your stories should just be told by like one-liners, pretty much. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Like it should be one-liners that tell an
They
entire
should hit
story.
and kill.
Yeah, you shouldn't be talking for a couple minutes to get like a good laugh or something.
Well, that's why, like,
I mean, but you know, he's a master of comedy, and I'm just a dude podcasting.
Well,
I just think that it could have been a lot funnier.
I think he went like the softer route when he did it, like, because I've seen Chris Rock specials and they're fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
But the whole entire like Oscars was just like it's almost
it's like all right, it's a year late now. It's everybody's already made a zillion really funny jokes about it. I tell a joke about it. I mean, everybody's got one. So
my favorite Chris Rock joke is, "I'm not saying I'd kill a bitch, but I understand."
Oh yeah,
the OJ jokes, those are classic.
Yeah, those were classic. I saw his brother Tony Rock at the Funny Bone one time, and he was really fucking funny. He was a black people, white people comic, so he had like probably at least a good 15 hilarious black people, white people jokes though. But he also talked about how he's got a couple pastors in his family. He got like kind of religious for like 5 minutes where like, you know, obviously none of the white people were cheering, but he was still getting a lot of...
Some jokes about it, or?
No, he was...
he was talking about
serious. He was literally just preached for a few minutes, and, you know, all the black folks in the crowd were just like, woo! Like, but I was just like...
Hell yeah, Jesus!
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so it was... So it was missing a couple aspects, but overall he was a pretty funny dude.
Cool.
Yeah, he was one of my favorites I'd seen at the Funny Bone, I'd say. But yeah, the Chris Rock, I just think it could have been a little funnier. I mean, maybe I'm just an asshole with a stupid opinion.
Somebody's on a pedestal.
We all are.
Somebody's on a pedestal.
We're all
here. Could have been better.
Hey, you're gonna write an email like, "Hey, dear Chris Rock,
Dear
here I'm going to critique you right now."
Rock.
He'll probably read that between his fan of millions.
I know, yeah. He'll be like, "Oh, let me get through this $20 million to read your stupid opinion, bitch."
I don't.
Who's this Sean person?
Well, I guarantee whatever you'd have to say to my opinion is funnier than anything.
I think it'd be funny. is our next podcast. He knocks on the door and then he slaps you.
Yeah, like, bitch.
Alopecia.
And I'm gonna be like, wait, Chris Rock, don't leave.
Yeah.
Come in here, do the podcast with us.
I'd be like, I seen your bald head. You look like a skinhead. I said, I hate being called a skinhead.
You racist motherfucker.
Turns out Chris Rock is hateful. Very hateful.
Shit.
What all you got for us today, Steve?
I don't have much of
We've
anything.
been hogging.
Really. No. I had just a rough week.
Any good stories from the week?
I had a coworker believe that roosters inseminate on an egg, and that's how they're fertilized. And that kind of hurt my brain for a while. I was like, "Are you being serious?"
How does it all? I've always wondered how it all works. Like, does the rooster just have a pecker and it just?
So the same way a woman gets pregnant, a hen gets pregnant the same way. Only the hard shell forms around it.
Oh, okay.
So you can get eggs that aren't inseminated. You'll know because there's a red dot in it. That's the start of the baby. It's a long story, but he was convinced that a rooster just pretty much comes on an egg, and that's how it's inseminated.
Fish though, I think they lay a bunch of eggs, and then the male goes over it and then jizzes all over the eggs.
Really?
Yeah, the fish goes over. He fucking cranks one off on the eggs, and then they all just go back off. I might be wrong.
How do their little fins reach down there?
Well,
they don't actually crank one off.
That'll be the next porno we watch, folks. Since we always got to mention it every podcast.
Fish masturbation videos, they're hilarious.
But I think that's how it works for a fish. But they're not all the same. I mean, obviously dolphins, they give live birth. I think sharks give live birth.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, some of them, they lay the eggs and then the other fish just jizzes on it. And then they're like, all right.
So this theory didn't come from nowhere. He didn't just make this up off. I just thought he was being dumb. I was going to say, fish, I know that works, but obviously it wouldn't. A rooster just can't go and jerk off on a couple fucking eggs, and then there's a hard shell. That's what
You know what I mean? Nothing is getting through that.
I was like, I can't believe you're being serious right now.
That's what I tell my girl when she's on her period. I'm like, hey, losing some eggs, aren't you?
And you just jizz all over her bloody underwear. We'll cut that, guys.
We're cutting that one.
It's called crime scene. Come on.
You guys taste copper?
Clip that. Clip that.
Is that copper I'm tasting, babe?
Like I said, I think the algorithm was... I'm looking like Ronald McDonald, dude. That's what I've always said. Went down on a bitch on her period, came back looking like Ronald McDonald.
Ooh.
And I said, Hamburglar. Call me Hamburglar Jones.
Come with a fucking grimace. Oh, shit.
Whatever happened to those characters? They don't do those anymore.
No, they don't. All of them disappeared. Just like all of my friends from high school.
You know, my favorite was, and it was my Facebook name for a long time, was Mayor McCheese. He was the mayor of...
Had top hat.
Yeah, mayor.
Yeah, I remember.
With a cheeseburger head.
Yeah. Yep, I remember.
Oh, I love... he's made a couple appearances on Family Guy.
Really?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What was the bird's name? It was. She had
I think it was Birdie, wasn't it?
Pigtails and
something
stuff.
like that.
It might have been.
Oh, I know.
They were in those commercials every
I cranked
cartoon.
a couple off to that one when I was a youngster.
Yeah, I don't think there's much you haven't cranked one off.
No.
Chicken McNugget.
All 6 of you fuckers are getting it.
I told you I watched a lot of fish videos. I didn't know. I was confused about how it all worked.
Get some of my sweet and sour sauce.
I thought I was going to have babies with my food. I thought I was going to have baby... I thought I was making babies everywhere.
There you go. Good for you. Spreading the love, literally. All over your room. And in all your socks.
Those poor socks. Brittle as fucking... Brittle as fucking bone.
So...
I've been working on a joke. I want to see if you guys... It might not even be a joke. But I'm trying to figure out... It's a very accurate comparison. So a lot of people say how they don't like China. They're like, oh, they spy on their citizens. They secretly record them. If you say the wrong thing over there, you're going to get in a lot of trouble. And then they go to their job that literally tells them that spies on their conversations, that secretly records them. And then if they say the wrong thing at their job, they're going to get fired. Yeah. So it's just like, why do we all the things we say we hate about China is what all of our jobs do.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I just think it's a very accurate comparison, and I feel like I want to make a joke out of it, but I can't think of what's funny about it. I feel like everybody's just like, yeah, I guess they do that.
Is that a thing? Like, doesn't our government do that still since the Patriot Act?
Yeah, even our own government.
I listen to our phone conversations and all that.
That's what people hate about communism and and everything else is.
Yeah, and we're all supposed to be anti-communist, and then our jobs are like the exact opposite of freedom.
Well, it's like that. What I was reading a few years ago? Like, it was like a major company that wanted to chip their employees.
Yeah,
and to know where they were at all times, what they were doing, and it could even tell if you were drinking the night before. So if you came in inebriated and like did a shitty job, they already knew that you were drunk.
Hey. You need to quit drinking every night. It's affecting your performance.
Yeah, because they could just fire you on the spot because they already knew you were drunk. And I'm like, wow, that's peeping too much in my,
That's what I'm saying. It's America, so I feel like there's got to be a joke somewhere in there. You know what I mean?
I know. I just think it's depressing.
You think
it's really not?
You don't think it's worth even saying, huh?
Maybe lead into something else because it's just so crushing some days. You're just like. They do.
I guess they do.
Really? Well, yeah, that's why fist up our ass and give us a check at the end.
They fucking work. They stuff their fist up our ass and work our mouths like a puppet.
Yep.
I'm all for it, though.
So, speaking of jobs, though, I got an announcement, folks. I'm going to be a mailman.
Wow. My dad was a mailman.
Was he?
Yeah, that's where the red hair comes from.
Oh, yeah. Well, if it goes anything like the fish porn I've been watching.
I always wish that you would deliver mail to me so I could come out in a robe in my underwear and just be like, what's up?
Bringing the good news?
Well, I've got...
Is that my man Sean?
And this, by the way, is nothing different than I deal with already with my clients. That's what I was thinking. So I have a lot of thoughts about it, and I want to share them with you guys because you guys are my impromptu counselors, and I share everything with you guys.
Yeah.
And it makes me, this is really like a therapy. I've noticed the more I've done this, the happier I've felt. Oh. Just having a good chat with my boys about everything in my life.
Just to let you know a little secret, I don't have a PhD. I'm not a doctor.
So well, I'm not.
I didn't know if you knew that or not. I just.
And I told this lady, "Hey, I'm not a doctor." Okay.
I love that one, by the way.
I don't know. I'm trying to figure out how to work it with something else.
I think it's going on its own, sir. I'm nervous. Obviously, I've been doing the same fucking job for 7 years, and now I'm gonna go. But I didn't want to. I love delivering it in Columbus, so I'm gonna. I figured there's gonna be similarities. I spend my morning getting ready, getting everything together, loading up my truck, and then I deliver in Columbus to a bunch of people. But and then I get back, do paperwork, and leave. So I assume that's probably gonna be like the same. But I'm worried about the commute. I still commute every day, but I can be anywhere in 270, they said. So that means I could be damn near fucking Drake's territory up in Worthington. Did you say Worthington? Oh, you better get your Monopoly Man monocle. That's all I'm saying.
But I also could be close to home because I really would like to stay in the rough neighborhoods. Yeah. I've always enjoyed those. Yeah. And
well, that's been like the best part about driving up in like Thursday, up in Columbus and stuff. Mm-hmm. Almost everybody is super fucking nice.
I love Columbus, and I didn't want to quit working there. But I decided I wanted to get a career. I'm 32 years old now, and I was like, hey, I should get a career. I've always wanted a career. I've wanted a career like you've wanted a dad.
Oh, God. That's a lot.
So bad. So bad.
Any tits.
Well, actually, when I think about it, it actually hit me too because mine's dead. So
yeah, guys over here bragging about
he's like, hey, how'd you guys? Hey, how was Father's Day for you guys? You with your dad too? I'm like,
well, that was the other part of what I was going to say.
Me and Dad were doing a good thing and having fun.
Sorry, I have an excellent relationship with my father, guys.
I'm not. I have an excellent relationship. He's like the father I never had.
He's the best, dude.
Yes.
I genuinely enjoy. So,
should be our Father's Day episode. John and I get to hang out with your dad.
Just you guys.
Just bring him over.
Have like
just sit there and ask him a bunch of like, you can't talk. Me and Steve are just asking.
Do you care if we have a catch?
Bunch of questions. Yeah, can we go back?
You guys are a couple of fucking fags. You'd be like, oh, I've always wanted a dad to tell me that.
Oh, will you call me a little bitch again for crying earlier?
I took some of the money out of his wallet because of
oh, yeah, dude.
And he got really pissed off at me. I stole his credit card. I'm sorry.
Nice.
Okay. But, yeah. You wanted to have a career. A career. Let's get back on track.
Yeah. Sorry.
Career.
Shifted down.
Yep. So I'm going to get a career, and I'm nervous though. I'm nervous about mostly getting bit in the ass by a dog. I feel like mailman and dogs. I don't know if it's just a stereotype. Everybody knows in their heart the dog hates the mailman.
I'm thinking you might have watched too many movies.
That is literally my biggest fear. Is I think I'm gonna probably be the only white guy no matter what post office I go to, which I'm not worried about that too much. I don't care about that, but I might be awkward at first, so I'm worried about being a little awkward, and then I'm worried about getting bit in the ass by a dog.
I'll give you a pointer. You know what dogs hate? Pepper spray.
I know. Oh yeah, pepper spray.
Especially bear pepper spray.
I know. Well, maybe they make specific dog pepper spray. I mean, bear pepper spray would... Actually, I heard bear pepper spray isn't as effective as regular pepper spray. You guys heard that before?
Are bears' eyes more sensitive or something?
Yeah, it has something to do... It's a specific type for bears because it's not as harmful to them. So, like, when you're like, this is bear mace, brah. Like, that's actually not...
Yeah.
You want just a regular mace. You want human mace.
Right, you'd want it like a little bit harder because it's a big fucking, like, 800-pound... fucking monster right at you.
Could you imagine a bear coming at you?
I'd be more scared if I sprayed a bear with pepper spray and he was that just pissed him off more. He was like, I wouldn't even kill you, but now I'm fucking
now I'm going to fuck you up. Dude, because you don't realize how fleshy you are until you see like a bear's claws that are like that long and not sharp.
Their nails are like,
they're not sharp. And then you see a bear claw go through somebody, you're like, that wasn't with daggers. That was just with these 3 long, blunt nails.
Yeah, because it's all the muscle right there. That's just jamming those blunt objects into you.
Their paws look like hockey goalie gloves. And
my ex looks like a hockey goalie glove.
Really?
No. Oh, yes.
Oh.
She doesn't listen. That's always one of my favorite jokes. I always like to say, it's uglier than an ex-girlfriend out there today. Because it's a joke that always makes it. I get it even with my clients. I'll be like, today's uglier than an ex-girlfriend. And all of them can't help but laugh.
Oh, shit.
Oof. Buzz's girlfriend. You know what movie that's from? Home Alone.
Oh.
There you go.
Oh, yeah, he's
Wolf.
Yeah, Wolf.
So yeah, starting a new career. I'm nervous about it. I'm excited about it. Who knows what's going to come next? You know?
Yeah. We're going to have to break up the band. We're not going to have time for podcasting.
No, we'll have... Folks, the podcast might get ugly, though. We might be doing it when we're all legitimately drunk. in the evenings.
Sleep deprived.
So nothing's gonna make sense.
Yeah, well,
not that it does now, but it's gonna make even like you guys won't understand anything.
I'd like to have one where we're so drunk where we like look back at it and we're like, we're literally not even saying.
Is that English?
That'd be fun.
I would be sitting there like Job the Hutt, like, oh, wamo Nikki, Job a walking nickel pitchy.
Put that hand down, John. Put that hand down.
Don't fuck it, no.
You gotta dress it up like Leia.
Like people are gonna think I'm talking. People are gonna be thinking I'm talking to my girlfriend, and I'm gonna be like, no, he's talking to a ham right now. He is literally.
He's got a ham with 2 sticky buns on it. What the fuck?
I'm here for you, Leia, and I am your brother.
Always comes back to sibling stuff.
Oh,
yeah,
weird.
I would like to do a pod where we could just see how much beer we can all drink. Oh, that would get that's a terrible
We
idea.
might want to do that one in my camper.
Yeah. It'll end with us all like.
I would say like maybe like a 3-4 hour limit. Like just of us just bullshitting and doing whatever, and like
all of us have a 12-er apiece and not finish the pod till it's
Guys,
done.
I think we're missing it. The clear second biggest drinking holiday is next fucking Friday.
Oh yeah, St. Patty's Day, and I got a few weeks. Hey, by the way, this is my 2 weeks notice. I'll tell you on Monday, guys. I'm kidding, of course.
Wow.
That's going in the notebook.
I gotta write something down for later. Yeah.
So yeah, the drinking holiday. So we still got a couple Fridays left before everything, and then I'll be at. Oh yeah, that's what I wanted to tell you. I go to school to be a. You have to get trained. You go to cadet school. You're like a cadet for a few weeks.
Nobody made a movie about this. Like
Police
Academy.
Yeah, Male Academy. That's what she told. I go to the academy. That's what she called it.
It was spelled differently. It was uncomfortable.
Yes, I'm going from being a mailman to a mailman, and I have to go to the academy.
Mailman.
One letter. Yeah, you just change the letter. Mailman to the mailman. And
you know what? I like that. I like that.
I'm really excited about it though, and yeah.
Well,
you go and so it'll be still 3 weeks of that. So I'll still have weekends off after that as well. So I won't. It's like 3 weeks of learning, and then they throw my ass out there with somebody else, and then I'm just on my own.
After drive one of those cool mail wagons.
Oh yeah, they said I have to get trained how to drive one. That's what they said.
Does it work differently than gas and brake like every other?
So the lady called me this. That's exactly. I didn't want to say that to like my new whoever she is, but in my head I was like, because so I told her I was like, so I just want to make sure I'm hired, correct? And she was like, yes, as long as you pass your cadet or the academy. She was like, which no one fails the academy. And I was like, okay, well that's good. And
that's promising.
Like, and then you have to learn how to drive the cars too. And as long as you pass the driving test, then yes, you'll be moved.
Dude, wear a GoPro so you can give the obstacle course and shit.
I'll fucking put the suicide fucking knob on there.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you got the knob on there.
This motherfucking fast.
You're fucking taking it drifting over there.
Yes, yeah, Fast and Furious 10. Smell and deliver mail.
Mail on fire.
Yeah.
Burn out, mail out.
Yeah, but that was literally my thought. I was just like, you mean I gotta learn how to drive a car? Like, I got a motorcycle license, I got a driver's license, like.
You used to drive that big ass van at Grant.
Yeah, I drove a big ass cargo van. I drove a fucking box truck there for a while. Yeah. So, a little mail vehicle, that'll be nothing. It'll be cool to have my own, I can put, like, a picture of my wife and kids in there. I could be, like, one of those guys, like, this is the reason I do it all. You
get it. It's a cool winter morning, you see puff of, like, your humidity come out, you go, look over, you go, I do it for you.
It's all worth
I do it
it.
for
He turned
you.
into Danny Glover all of a
Oh,
sudden.
yeah.
You're just holding it, getting all. Yep.
Hell yeah, dude. I'll take that as a compliment all day. I was trying to channel my inner Glover.
Yeah, I love these motherfuckers.
Now go suck an egg.
Do you know how you can tell a mail truck from a regular truck?
You look underneath and
It's little balls.
you check its underside.
It's not like the transits.
But yeah, new chapter in my life, folks. So this is exciting. You're capturing my first-hand thoughts. I just heard this morning. I didn't want to say too much. I hate keeping secrets from everybody. You know how much I love telling a good story. But yeah, I passed I passed everything. I passed the test. You take a test. I passed the background check. Luckily, they didn't find out about anything I did in Vegas, so that was pretty cool.
Or your DWB.
Or
they had a folder.
You guys have to watch the older ones for that one. DWB.
They got a folder that says what stays in Vegas or what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas.
Yeah.
Like fuck, I can't open it.
Well, I know I haven't ever done anything wrong, but when you get fingerprinted, you're just like.
Oh, dude, I start sweating.
Yeah, you're like, well, what if like there was a crime scene or something that I just have, I'll walk by and fucking touch everything as I'm walking.
Oh, dead body. Tap.
Yeah, and I'm just like, what if I just?
What's this knife doing here?
Oh, that's a weird bloody knife. So in the back of my mind as I'm getting the fingerprint, I'm like, well, what if I just like accidentally touched the crime scene because I touch everything.
Oh, Jesus.
Holy shit, that's fucking hilarious.
Yeah, that was so, yeah, as I'm getting fingerprinted, I was just like, oh,
you're just starting to sweat, like, man, I've touched a lot of stuff.
Yeah, exactly. I was thinking of everything I've touched.
Oh shit! No,
I have touched a lot of things.
Yeah, but have you ever seen someone dust for fingerprints? I've literally never seen it in my life, so
There's
what are we
never
all
a
worried
fingerprint
about?
duster.
We watch too many Perry Mason episodes and shit. That's what
Too
it
much
is.
TV. Same with the dog biting my ass. That is my biggest fear, though. Is that I know there's gonna be one dog that is gonna be my fucking enemy. I'm gonna be like,
well, like the good thing is, like most of the time, like especially if you're like on a road, like where the mailboxes are by the road, you don't ever have to get out.
mm-hmm.
You just keep.
Well,
driving.
so there's rural carriers and city carriers.
Right,
And I'm a city carrier.
All right, so you're
And
gonna be
there's
walking,
different- But
yeah.
since I'm in Columbus, so there's different levels of them. So like, if I went to work at the post office here in Lancaster, you can be a rural carrier assistant or a city carrier assistant, which you don't get like any of the benefits from working at the post office or anything. You got to do that for a couple years, and then they move you up to like flex part-time or something. And that's where you're a career worker that gets benefits, and that puts you just a couple years away from having your own route. Right. So I'm still
you
going to
never know where you are on any given day.
Yeah, so for the next 2 years, I'm not going to know where I'm going to be at, whose route I'll be covering. I'll be at one post office, but if it has 20, 30 routes there, I could be covering
one of them.
Yep. So, but I'm already skipping.
You'll have one of those buildings where you just put the mail in all the slots.
Well,
like you do.
Oh
now,
yeah,
like,
yeah. Exactly.
One building and
so.
Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Well, so I'm just I'm excited that I'm already boosting past like the first 2 years of like being initiated or whatever,
right.
and getting like the benefits and the actual pay of a carrier and everything.
Right. Well, my brother-in-law he works for UPS, and
oh man, that's a good job,
he's been there for what 35 years. So now he's making like $42 an hour.
Yeah, they pay outrageous. Yeah,
and like my brother-in-law Jason, he like their benefits there too. Like he pays nothing for insurance. Like
yeah, that's what I've heard.
it's basically like, and they're union. So, like...
Yeah, they can just be like, hey, you're working us too much. We're going to say fuck you and quit coming.
Yeah.
And they'll be like, well, we'll pay you more or hire some more people. But
Yeah, but he's been there, and, like, I just remember him telling me, like, you know, I hate the job because it is physical. It's a lot of physical labor, but he goes, you know, the pay is outweighed by...
Well, after 12 years at the post office, you max out at pay at like $37 an hour, which is still that's
stupid money.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
That's raising a family pay.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
To not do anything illegal anymore.
Sorry, guys, I'm done selling meth.
Spoiler alert: he's pulling his OnlyFans.
but I mean that has to feel good though, because
I'm excited to be able to actually provide for my family. You know, that's I feel like that's why so many men are just like kind of depressed and stuff lately, because they're just working a job all the time, and like they come home and they still can't afford anything. You know, and they're just. I feel like that's a big problem.
Yeah.
And I'm happy to actually feel like hey, I'm now legitimately completely providing for my family. You know what I mean? Like that's,
right. And I mean, it's awesome to be able to provide like the essentials for you guys' families, but it's even better when you can provide that and do other stuff with them without worrying about if it's going to break the bank or not.
Mm-hmm.
So I used to know a guy, and he was very well off. We'll say he owned a couple companies, and he once told us, it's me and my friend, he said, this is the basis of knowing you made it. Like, you made it by this. And he said, when you can pay all of your bills with your first check of the month, that's when you made it.
Oh.
And I was like, he's not fucking wrong.
No,
like,
not at all.
Like, if you could pay all your bills with your first check, I can't even wrap my brain around that.
Yeah, that's so hard.
Yeah.
It's hard to even think about, because it's like me, it's like
I'm just fucking rattling 6,000 numbers through my head right now. Like that's like almost a goddamn fucking 5-digit number.
Yeah.
You're probably in the same boat I am, where you call off, that fucks your month up.
Oh yeah.
Either dipping into the credit cards or you're fucking skimming.
You're going without for a while.
Skimming on the grosh. I got lucky enough to where I got a good mortgage rate on my house. So, you know, our debt goes down every month a pretty good amount, just paying the mortgage and paying like our loan and stuff. We erase like $1,000 and debt a month, just like on the principal. Nice. So like as long as we don't charge over that much back in debt a month, I feel like we're always doing okay. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because that's how I kind of judge things. Like we have credit cards and all that stuff. So, I mean, to max all those out, it would take fucking 4 or 5 years, you know what I mean? Because like I said, lie on your credit application, folks.
Oh, yeah.
Tell them you make $100,000.
Yeah.
They give you just absorb it.
Literally, they never check.
They really don't.
They've never checked. I have 6 credit cards. They've never checked. I tell them all I'm a millionaire.
Tell them it's a monopoly money.
So it basically is. So yeah.
Well, since we're gonna have Daddy Big Bucks over here,
we'll be able to afford a third mic.
Scrooge McDuck over here.
Swimming in coins.
That's exactly what I was thinking too. That's exactly what I was thinking.
You don't care about what those coins have been and what hands they've been in.
He can still put them in his mouth.
Every start of the episode, everyone.
I'm right there. If you guys actually want to go to an anime conviction, I can't talk now. Convention.
This is the part of the podcast where LJ breaks, folks.
Yeah, I'm going to start coming out with like a lot of shit right now.
We might have to turn him on, turn him off, and turn him back on. That might be.
Where's that switch at?
We're gonna have to go on the other road.
Right here, baby.
Yeah, anime convention.
Yes. I found one that's coming up in May, It's in Cincinnati, and they have everything. It's not only just anime; it's gaming too.
Mm-hmm.
And the tickets are about $80 per person.
Ooh, that's too steep for my blood.
Yeah.
I think it might be worth it if we all get Care Bears outfits.
Well,
I'll dress like a panda.
but like that. I mean, honestly, guys, that's what I'm asking. Like, if that's something that you guys would want to see, because I'll pay for it, but just.
Well, my biggest thing is since I'm gonna be on my new career, the lady told me, she was like, in the next 90 days, do you have any vacations planned or anything? Because if you do, you pretty much need to cancel.
Well, so let me know now so I can order, like, get that shit done so you can tell if it's working.
Well, she told me I need to cancel it.
Oh,
she was like, after you start, she was like, after you start the next 90 days, don't expect to get a day off. So, I was like, all right, well, April 5th, Columbus Funny Bone, folks, 7:30 p.m. So I told her, I said, hey, well, April 5th, I got a prior obligation. I got to be off by like 5 p.m.
Boys, I've already scheduled the 6th off, so we are going to get fucking reckless.
Oh, boy.
Not heckling reckless, because I've been up there. You don't want to...
Yeah.
You don't want to say anything to the people on stage. They will come at you.
Like I got a good 5 minutes. I've practiced it. I'm excited about it. It's going to be a good show. But I told her, I was like, well, that's the only thing I really got to do. And she was like, well, after, because she even told me, she was like, you're still going to be at the academy training, so you'll be off by 5 p.m. every day.
Even if we don't do that one, there are a bunch of other anime shows. Like,
there's a bunch coming up this summer.
I think these next 3 months are going to be a little kooky. Okay? I don't want you guys to worry too much. Us daddies are professionals at figuring things out.
I think we could do old throwback episode. Do an old Zoom.
Yeah, we could always even just do a fucking Zoom.
Yeah.
Me fucking commuting home from working. So yeah, we have plenty of options. Nothing to worry about there, guys.
Yep.
Yepers.
Amen, brother.
So that sounds pretty good.
Pretty damn good.
You ever see that on Curb? pretty good.
So, are we doing something special for amateur night next week? St. Patrick's Day.
Oh, what is
the
St.
amateur
Patrick's Day?
drinks come Friday. Are we gonna get all gussied up in green? You think?
Oh, I'll definitely be wearing green.
Yeah.
I'll be wearing green, smoking green.
And if you drink green beer on St. Patrick's Day, get the fuck out of my life.
Yeah,
That's
don't drink the green beer.
Yeah, fuck you.
That makes your poop look all weird.
It's
and,
awful.
Your pee.
Yeah, I like to drink Guinness where it makes my poop look black.
Yeah, hell yeah. Mine always looks black anyways.
That's not why yours looks black. It's blood in your stool. You probably should see a physician.
I'm probably dying, but it's alright.
Thank God you're not hypochondriac like somebody else.
Join the club. I've been fucking dying the last 32 years of my life, dude.
But what I mean, should we just do like a whole I'll even fucking decorate in here too. Do fucking
Put a couple shamrocks up.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'll drink some Guinness. I'll fucking you guys want me to tell you the story of the last time I drank Guinness?
How about
it was on St. Patty's Day.
Well, I'll take wax from a shillelagh, see how bad it hurts. Anything? I don't know.
You want some haggis?
Hey, what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna get a pot of gold, guys. But listen, I'm gonna cut a hole in the bottom of it. Right over my lap.
I'm not falling for that again.
Wow, this coin is really...
And then I'm going to sit outside the elementary school.
I would like, this coin's really...
Hey, teachers.
Of course.
Okay,
get all the kids out.
Oh, what? Damn finally! You stayed on track, and then
we'll cut that.
It's like, wow, this coin feels like kind of fleshy, kind of small.
Okay. We're getting kicked off YouTube.
I didn't say anything that was. Hey, never said.
Yeah, like I said, I was going to cut a hole in the bottom of this pot of gold, and then I was going to put some actual gold, inside the hole.
I'm glad. Yeah, that's exactly what
I don't know what you guys were thinking.
Is that what you call it? Is that what you call it?
Yeah, I don't know what you guys were thinking was going to be.
You sit there out on the couch and go, Keisha, come get your gold.
He put a potato in the bottom.
It'll be easy.
I think that's one.
So yeah, that joke was not. That's a good joke. That's bit material, ain't it?
Yeah.
So then I said, "Hey kids, get out here!"
Because
everybody's thinking, obviously, at the bottom, this hole was obviously cut for my dick. The classic popcorn joke.
Yeah.
But the whole point of the joke would be, oh yeah, guys, no, I'm not no fucking pervert. I put an actually cool prize at the bottom of this thing.
Oh, you're gonna be really startled when I bring up
which is my dick
next week.
I'll be like, oh, what's underneath? Oh, Steve.
I got him.
It's already foamy at the mouth.
It's Robin.
Did you think these gold coins were fish eggs?
Motherfucker.
And that's a callback, everybody.
Woo! God damn it.
We still got it.
We got it. We got it. So sorry if that joke offended you guys. That's clip material right there. I enjoyed that one.
Yeah.
I mean, no, I don't give a shit if it offended you. So, deal with it.
Yeah.
The only time I feel bad for offending people is when I do it live. And I'm like doing it to their face.
Never.
And I actually see that they're offended.
Never. Well, because I'm never the one to offend
you.
I really hate it because I'm never the one to push the buttons. But if you piss me off,
I know. Yes, you are completely easygoing. But if somebody does cross that line, then you're fucking.
Oh yeah, I don't.
Mercenary.
Yeah,
I give no shits given.
Yep, you'll say what needs to be said after that point, which is crazy. I love that saying what needs to be said is such a controversial thing. You know what I mean? Like I wish everybody said what needs to be said all the time.
You're a hero now if you do shit like that.
Yeah, right.
Really.
Yeah,
right.
Nobody gets to stand up and say what they want to say.
You fucking call somebody rude and then
beat your motherfucking ass.
You want to be fired by that same person.
Sounds like you touched close to home.
Hey, well, I
just cut that, folks.
Yeah, a little bit. I just remember like, my mom's like, don't be polite to other people, and that's the way I've always been. And so, being polite to other people, I'm an introvert. Like I do not like going to parties I don't know everybody at. I don't like going out places. I don't like going out to eat.
You're the yin to my yang, for real. that's what I enjoy. That.
I'm the opposite. I love the challenge of going out. I'm like, I'm going to meet some new people. I'm going to make this guy laugh. I'm going to see what this guy thinks is funny.
Yeah, but that's.
I'm very curious. I love to just see who people are and what they're all about. I'm like, well, what's this guy like? What's his,
Yeah, well, that's exactly like I don't want to know about you. I don't want to talk to you.
That's the exact. Yeah.
But the more I get to know you, or drunker I get, the more the extrovert
You're
comes
laying
out.
A couple smooches on a cheek.
Oh yeah, dude! I'll give you guys a kiss on the cheek. I don't even care. I'll be like, it's for a boy. That's all.
First time I met you, we probably stood in silence for the whole night.
You guys tongue kissed the first time you met.
Every little one-liner here, little one-liner there. Gold.
Yeah, it was just fucking funny because that's what Sean asked me. He's like, "Did you miss Steve?" I'm like, "Yeah, I think so." It was
like, I fucking love him.
yeah, that's exactly what I said too. And I'm like, "Yeah, he's a good guy. I like him." Like, it's so weird though that we're now just like do not only this like podcast, but it's just it's funny that it's kind of like evolved, like meeting working, meeting you, and then going, and then it's like, I wouldn't trade these motherfuckers out for the fucking world.
Yeah, oh yeah, it's a blast.
Oh, you probably get pretty good trades out of us, though. You might.
Yeah, you would probably
a couple players to be named later. Probably be more beneficial.
But it is like
I'm getting traded to the post office. Player trade.
Goddamn. Well, thanks, John. I appreciate that.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
We enjoy you as well. I enjoy you.
Yeah, I do too.
Well, you know what, boys? I really do enjoy the time that we do spend together.
Oh, this is my favorite. I stopped by on the way here.
And we're gonna get lovey-dovey. I know we're past Valentine's Day, and we're not kissing, but
to finish his sentence, you complete me.
Exactly. Exactly. Like I love these two, and I love spending.
Get off me, Tom Cruise!
I'm just trying to play some volleyball, Tom Cruise. Quit staring at my ass.
Oh, get some.
Top Gun.
But yes, I just wanted.
It's reciprocated. It's reciprocated.
Yes,
it is 100% reciprocated.
Still there. You got it.
Yeah, you got it.
It's that's not the only R word. I don't know.
The hard R's.
Recycling.
So, anyways, what do you guys say we wrap this up? Do you want to?
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, I think we did something.
Hey, everybody,
we did something good here today.
See you.
Hey, oh yeah, fuck it. We'll talk about it next time.
Okay. Later,
bye, everybody. We'll see your tits again next time. Hopefully.
Oh yeah.